This episode is brought to you by Mom Cozy. Hey new parents, I'm Brian and welcome back to The Dad Life. I'm just gonna say this right now from the start. Raising kids is getting more and more expensive every year. And I wanna help make it just a little bit easier, maybe, by sharing some affordable alternatives to some more expensive baby essentials that we've all seen. I'm gonna focus on the things that if we were to start all over, we'd probably get these items and save ourselves hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And what I've noticed is that the difference between very expensive products and affordable versions aren't always that obvious or even that much more valuable. So why pay a premium if you don't need to? Last year, I created this video where I covered most of the basic things that you'll need during the first few days after birth. And I'm following that video up with a budget-friendly version, but where everything here is still really high quality and very useful. So first up, having a baby cam to monitor your little one is one of the most important things that we have in our house. Now there are a ton of baby monitors out there, and they all keep getting more and more expensive or have monthly subscription fees that maybe are just nice to have things that you might need, like AI recognition, sleep tracking, sleep tips, and others. Instead, you could simply use a high-quality indoor security camera as a baby cam replacement or a supplement to a baby cam that you have. Most indoor security cameras are getting pretty good nowadays, and they all have high resolution quality, have night vision capabilities, they can record and play back footage, they have motion and sound detection notifications, two-way talk, and can connect to the cloud if that's something that you want. These are essentially the same basic features that you need in a baby cam, and the two that we've used are the Wise and the MoveView cameras. Now, taking care of your little one is also really important. Having some basic tools to help keep your baby healthy is really helpful. The Frida Baby Basics kit has a nose sucker, which is super useful when they have stuffy noses. They have a little tool that helps pass gas, a nail file, a nail clipper, and also a soft brush for their scalp to get rid of any kind of flakes or any kind of cradle cap residue that you're trying to remove. Now, for those of us who would prefer not to suck up boogers with our mouths, there is a hand pump snot sucker that you can also get, which is also pretty effective, and I've put that in the links below. Along with the basics kit, you'll also want to get a couple of thermometers for your little one. For more accurate readings, which your pediatrician may ask for if your little one has an elevated temperature, a rectal thermometer is still the preferred tool. Then having a touchless or infrared thermometer is also nice to have to track temperature trends over time to see if the temperature is going up or down. And these tend not to be as accurate as the rectal versions, but they're really helpful, and I also think that it's just more comfortable for your little one not to get poked all the time just to check their temperature. Now, I mentioned that the Baby Basics kit also has a nail clipper. I'll say that you need to be really careful, especially when cutting or filing down nails for babies, even though they are super sharp and you need to, but their skin is also really delicate. And I remember the first time we were cutting our little one's nails, we accidentally cut a little bit too close to the skin, and it caused a minor infection, which we were able to quickly treat with some antibiotic ointment. But after that, we decided to try a different method using a nail filing kit, which is basically like a gentle Dremel with different attachments to file down the nails versus cutting them. Now, when you're on the go, having a portable changing pad is super helpful because you never know where you're going to be when you need to put the baby down to change them. And just honestly speaking, I've had to change our little one in some pretty questionable places just because that's where we were and that's what was around us. What's pretty cool is that newer changing pads also have these nice storage compartments to put baby diaper creams or wipes or things like that, and other user-friendly features like detachable covers or things that make it just a little bit easier to use, which is pretty nice. Another really helpful thing for us was a portable sound machine, which will help keep your little one asleep just a little bit longer. Now, your experiences may vary with this, but in general, the idea is that if you can add some white noise near your baby, it can help drown out or cover up some of the sudden or startling noises and help them stay asleep. You can clip these onto a stroller or a car seat or a diaper bag or even a wall if you have a hook, And models like the Mom Cozy one are rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about batteries. And this one also has a nightlight feature, which is pretty cool in case you're traveling, and then you can stick this into your travel bag. Now, when you're at home, having a sound machine in your nursery that is always plugged into the wall is also really helpful. I've talked about the Hatch sound machine, which we've been using for quite a while, but there is an alternative that is half the cost and has pretty much all of the same features. So if this is something that you're looking for, take a look at the Mom Cozy version and give it a shot. If you watched the previous video on basic newborn essentials, you probably noticed that we've tried a ton of different diaper rash creams and ointments. Most of them have served us pretty well, and you can't go wrong with most of them really. Recently, our little one had a bout with some pretty bad diaper rash that was a bit more stubborn to get rid of, and the max strength stuff that we had on hand just wasn't working as well. Our daycare told us about Pinxav, and I can honestly say that the diaper rash went away in about 2 days after using this product. What's interesting is that Pinxav has a lower concentration of zinc oxide at 30% versus 40%, which is what the max strength Desitin has, but it was more effective. And I don't really know why, but it works. All right, now when you're out and about and it's a bit warm outside, having a rechargeable fan is really, really good. You can point it at the baby or you, and I like this version because the flexible legs pretty much allow you to wrap it around and attach it to any kind of surface. Last but not least, getting a basic baby holder for your tub is important for those occasional baths that you'll be giving. I like this one because it provides some support for your baby and keeps them upright, so the risk of sliding into the tub or the water is minimal. You still need a larger basin or a tub to put this into, but having the support for your baby will be a really big help. Hopefully some of these will be useful for you. And as always, I'd love to hear about other affordable newborn essentials that you might have used and would recommend to other parents. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with me today. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and subscribe below. And I'll see you in the next one.